Squad, the People's Guild. A passion for making monsters. Can't be killed. We breed the best pets, learn a lot, no regrets. Join us in creating excellence. Purple on our back, Mythic Squad on the chest. It's the Mythic Squad. It's Mythic Squad. It's time to wake the fuck up.
Yo, we got a
Yeah.
little bit of timing confusion. Sorry about the late start. It's daylight savings in America, but not quite in Italy. Apologize for the confusion. Dragonfly, I should have known better. I should have told you. I forgot again.
Here the newspapers don't tell about this.
Really?
In
Yeah.
America, change of time in America, no, not yet.
Well, the only thing I know for sure
Is it's Mythic time now.
What's up, Emerson? Thank you for waking up early with us. I know you had a late night too. Great to see Grady streaming last night, but honestly, I was only on for about 1 minute before I crashed out. Getting ready for this wonderful show that we have. Lots of good things happening. I mean, we mentioned quite a bit of it yesterday. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out Wowie's epic stream, 12 hours of unfiltered, uncut content from your favorite DFK community members, including the team members themselves. I had the absolute fortunate luck of having an opportunity to have Hubert come on at the exact same time as my time. And I'll tell you, Starbuck had some questions for him, and he did not disappoint. Shout out to Hubert. Hopefully I wasn't too difficult for him, and hopefully he's welcomes an invite to the Mythic Squad soon, which hasn't been sent in all fairness. So shout out to Hubert and all the work that the team's doing, especially Beetle Dude, who shared with us yesterday during the AMA that he's working on classes for the hunts, and one of them is almost ready for testing. So that sounds exciting. My assumption is it's Berserker and Seer. You know, there's the magic staff, but there's also that huge axe that is, in my eyes, literally designed for the Berserker. So it just makes sense. Not to mention there was somebody saw in the code a long time ago or somewhere, I don't remember where it was, but they saw Berserker and Seer worked into it. So I can't imagine that they'd say, oh, the community knows we're coming out with Berserker and Seer, let's pivot to something else. But you know, they could do whatever they want. They are the game masters. What do you think, Dragonfly?
I wait for the pirate because it's the class I have better heroes, and I wait for the pirate in the hunt. I love pirate, and pirates are one of the few classes with a lot of weapon. They can handle a lot of different weapons. Do you know that?
Swords, guns. Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday. Is I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason Skiller finds a way to get a gun on his ninjas.
yeah, I mean, ninjas will come after so for sure, because it's an advanced class, so we have to wait.
I think ninjas are going to have like a special place in this game because of their high agility and their high fortune. So like luck and agility. You could even make a case to argue that let those stats go naturally, and fix or not fix and supplement some of the other stats. Maybe you do want strength on a ninja. Maybe you do want endurance on a ninja. We obviously know agility is going to have a lot to do with evasion and turn economy. So agility is going to be a very important part of this. Luck is going to have a big deal to do with your ability to evade as well, and get critical strikes. So I think ninja is going to have a very special place in this game. Ninjas and shapeshifters, to be fair.
For sure. Ninjas. I want to see a Sticks intern making the ninja.
Yeah, he's a great ninja. We need to get a bloatfoot Vizzy. I don't know how we're gonna do that. It'll just be like bloater feet and a ninja outfit made out of a shirt.
About AMA, what you think about community questions? Because I heard a lot of community questions, and I
I
want to
mean,
know.
there's a lot, but I don't know if anything was earth shattering, nothing mega news.
Mm.
There's the shout out to the jewelers. They got the 10 mokshas a day in the raffles.
Yes, I loved the question about the new burning mechanic, and Little Dude said that, or Hubert, I don't remember, said that this burning mechanic will be competitive with dark summoning. You say, I don't know if it will be stronger or weaker, but there's a challenge between the two burning mechanics, and I am excited about it because it means, of course, dark summoning totally changed the game. Okay, so
Yeah.
if a new burning mechanic is coming and it's quite similar to the dark summon, it's hard. It's
Yeah, I wonder if it's a new mechanic or if it's a new burning structure altogether.
we don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We can
You know
just
that
speculate.
on the horizon, we have deathmatch duels. And speaking of duels, and Emerson in the chat, Pink Slip duels are slated to come out Sunday, March 24th. I believe there may still be one slot left if you want to participate with those 16. If somebody doesn't get it soon, I'm probably going to get it, but we're planning on streaming it. So I'm not sure if that would be feasible. But we're excited to see that Pink Slip duel, see who comes out on top, sponsored by the Jewelers and DefiKingdoms. The Jewelers also has their 10 Moksha Rune daily raffle for the next 4 more days, I believe. And that's really cool. And yeah, just a lot of good things going on. I think we talked about the Archer nerf. There's been still a lot of people grumbling about it, and a lot of people, and there's some people that like it. Like, you could argue that happened when it happened, as fast as it happened, because Sticks Intern pushed for it pretty hard, and he's a big advocate for it, even in the chat, as I was saying. Archers aren't what they were 2 weeks ago, which they're not. He's like, what do you mean? That you don't. Are you being serious? I'm like, yeah, dead ass. They're still the DPS king, but they're, you couldn't use, they were broken before, and obviously they were going to get fixed. And
I
they got
think
fixed.
that something changed because the day after the nerf, I wasn't really able to play, and I was angry for this. I went to the Discord channel and I said, okay, this is stressing. I don't have fun here. And some people say me, no, it's funny even if you lose. And I say, no, I work all the day, and when I come
Yeah.
home in the evening, I want to have fun. And if I have to make 10 retries after a percentage of 100%, something is crazy. And I don't know why or how, but now it's different because now okay, archer is nerfed, but I can play. Yesterday I won like usually, and but the immediate days after the nerf, it was impossible for me, and I think this changes something. I don't know really, but I think that changes something. Not so much in the archer or in the heroes, but in the box. I think that the days after the nerf, the box were too strong, too strong. And
Yeah.
now something changed. I don't know what, but something is changing.
Yeah, see, you got the best person, that one of the best people in the game brings up a point. Archer nerf is good, should have happened when Rockbox launched, so people would have nothing to complain about, as they didn't get used to a rather easy hunt. And I think that, that from the DFK standpoint, they had mentioned, this is going to be harder. You shouldn't be winning on your first try. And then, newsflash, Sticks Intern wins live on his first try
Of
using,
course.
of course, Archer.
I want to answer to Swiss crypto guide. The problem is
Let's
not
carrot
the
get.
archer. Is not the archer nerf. Is the rockbuck nerf. To combine it, because archer was too strong, and I agree with the nerf. I agree, but if you in the same time you change the your heroes, and the enemy is problematic because all the fight mechanics change, and it become difficult. But now I think it's fixed. Something changed. I don't know what. But I agree, archer nerf is good. I agree to this nerf.
Yeah. Another question got brought up on last night's stream. What do you think is going to be more impactful on the game? And this is Emerson's question too. The weapons and equipment, or the hero's traits?
I have to answer.
Oh yeah.
I think equipment. Uh, I think equipment because the traits needs one turn to be effective. The equipment is for the whole fight, so I think it changed. I have some heroes wearing an equip, and I see the difference a lot in the armor, light armor, or in the weapon, or in the pants, or you see really a difference. Okay, and
Yeah.
I'm sure the traits will change the game. I'm sure, because
Yeah.
the hero with explosion will be the tricky
Yeah.
point, no?
Well, I think they're reworking Explosion too, because as Explosion is right now, it's not as beneficial for casters. It has a component
Okay.
in strength. So imagine you have a wizard with double explosion, who knows, maybe double toxic. That wizard wouldn't be as effective as, call it, something with greater strength, like a Dark Knight or something else. So there's definitely going to be some reworking of those in the future, but those aren't out yet, so I'm not really concerned about what hasn't come out and gets reworked. I'm me, I'm a huge advocate for reworking the traits so that they're amazing.
Yeah,
While we brought up,
yesterday they were talking about this, about iron skin and hardened shield.
Yeah, that was a good question. Adding MP, and that's kind of like where my head was at, is like all these traits in like the spirit of balance, and you really only have efficient that impacts mana. So for me, they need to do something that addresses mana, um, or it's just it feels like a forgotten piece of the game. And maybe it's not forgotten, but it didn't seem to get as much love as I believe it deserves, which is the same argument behind my whole push to have Second Life come back with MP.
You want
But
Second Life too strong.
I
Is
do want it too strong. There's no greater trait inside the game. Like, there's not going to be a higher transcendent trait. It's just the exalted. And if it's the best of something and it doesn't feel equivalent to what it takes to get a Dread Knight, we have people that have been playing this game the entire time and still haven't gotten a Dread Knight. That's how difficult it is to hit that 7% Dread Knight. And it's the exact same thing for the traits. It's 7%. So in my eyes, it needs to feel at least like, you know, like it's Dread Knight worthy. And if it doesn't, if it just feels like, hey, I used half a potion, it's done. The music behind it wasn't that cool. There wasn't that great of a visual behind it. Then I don't know. I feel like they would have missed the mark. But they've had enough feedback ahead of it going into it that they could account for that. Obviously, I think there's going to be some reworking of it and some rebalancing. Wowie's on the team that thinks that
Yeah, there
they're
will
going
be.
to only nerf it. You know, maybe in the future
There will
add.
be. Yes, there will be, but consider that if the exalted trait is too much powerful, it can become an earn to play, play to earn, spend to win, no game. I think that the game should be balanced, and of course, if the player wants the exalted trait very rare, he has to spend money to get it. But I don't like so much that so difficult hero to create can be so much stronger than others. Okay, to keep the game balanced between who spend less and who spend more. I think this
I
is
don't think so. I feel like
just
that
my point.
I agree there should be balance, but in my experience, they're not making this game to be nice for who spent less. They're making it in a position where if you're skilled and you're good at the game, you can beat the people with the good armor and the good
Oh
traits.
yeah, oh yeah.
Um, but I mean, just take into effect the fact that the boar hunts was for level 10 minimum, right? So that's not for a new player. You don't buy your first hero that's level 1 and expect to even play that year in certain cases, unless you're Stammy Potting. And then the second one they came out with, like you'd think maybe they want to have new players introduced to this or grow the player base. So maybe they'd lower the level threshold. They did the opposite. And that's not, you know, that's not a growth strategy in my head. That's a math strategy. We need to balance the game, not grow the economy. But that, you know, that's a discussion for another day because we are at time and we're about to hit Italiano. Make sure you hit that like button. Thanks for spending some time with us. Sorry for the short stream today, but hope you all had fun, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week. Peace out, y'all. Stay bullish.
Bullish.